And we're live. Welcome. I am so excited. So today I am going to show you not just how to get your videos ranking at the top of YouTube and Google and even in AI search results. I'm also going to show you how to balance that with warming up those viewers so that they convert into your best dream clients, the ones who are your raving fans, the ones who become your success stories and promote your business, your service, the affiliate product that you want to promote for you. I am so excited to share all of this today. This is going to be a deep dive training. We are going to go for probably an hour and a half. I'm going to answer all of your questions at the end. So go ahead and put them in the comments. Please understand that I want to stay on track for you. So I will check them all at the end of the training. We're going to do a deep dive training. And at the end of the training, after I show you exactly what you need to do to get your videos to rank, to get them to rank on Autopilot, to keep ranking for years and warming up those leads so that they feel like they know you, they trust you, they like you. And as soon as they're ready to solve their problems using the service or the product or the affiliate product that you provide or promote, you will be the one that they go to because they know you, they like you, they trust you. And that's what we're going to discuss today. I'm super excited. Hello there. I see you in the comments. Feel free, leave your comments, and I will answer all of your questions at the end of the presentation. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, grab a cup of coffee if you need to, and although this is a cup of tea, and let's dive in. Now, first of all, who am I? And why should you listen to me, right? I have actually been on YouTube for over 15 years, and I have learned everything the hard way. I am going to share what I learned and how you can use it. And we're going to go across my timeline so you can learn the tricks that I learned over the years when it comes to YouTube SEO, when it comes to getting longer watch times, when it comes to converting those leads. We're going to go through all of it. And at the very end, I'm going to open up my coaching program. So I'm going to ask permission when I get to there if I have delivered exactly what you need so that you can also rank your videos on Autopilot, like literally while you're sleeping. And we'll talk about that in a moment. And you found value, you're excited to get going, then I will ask your permission to welcome you to join me in my coaching program. All right, does that sound fair? If that sounds fair, put fair in the comments and let's dive in. So first, let me just share with you a timeline. Actually, well, here's my channel, first of all. So you can see here, I've got 54 subscribers here, 850 videos. I actually just got a message today that I posted 850 videos. I've been on YouTube. Let's have a look here. It even says it right there. I have been on YouTube since 2007. All right. And when I started my YouTube channel, it was all over the place. So this is what it looked like way back then. I posted this how to bake a cake video. My kids use my channel to post their videos. I was teaching financial education. We're going to talk all about this. I was even in a coma, and we'll discuss that too and why that's actually important to you and to setting up an evergreen funnel. So let me show you the back end. So we're going to let me share this screen here. And I'm going to show you what my channel has looked like over the past 15 years. So there we go. All right, so here we are at the stage. And let me just make it a little bit bigger for you. So this is my channel. And you can see I started my channel back in 2007. And honestly, I wasn't thinking about using YouTube as a lead generation system. It never really crossed my mind at all. I had two businesses going. One was for fun cake decorating ideas, encouraging cake home bakers to find fun ways to decorate their cakes. I posted that how to bake a cake video way back in 2011, which I will share with you in just a moment. But I was just sharing material that my businesses, those members, would find helpful, right? So it was fun cake decorating ideas and teaching children about money. So helping parents raise money smart kids. And I was also sharing just life hacks, life skills, business skills, online business skills, mindset videos, And as I said, my children were using my channel as well. And we were doing homeschooling projects, and they were having fun learning how to record and how to edit videos. And that's where I started on YouTube. I just used it as a channel to share information with members who I had already had in my businesses from other means, so not from YouTube. And that's really important because it's what I learned over the years that made me realize how important it is to really focus on setting up an evergreen funnel using platforms like YouTube specifically. So let me just show you here. I am going to go further along the time bar. And so in 2011, so about here, I uploaded my how to bake a cake video. So up until then, there were very few videos on my channel and just a handful. And then I really started to dive in and start posting cake videos and raising money smart kids videos. And eventually my children joined me as well. And as you can see, over the years, not much happened. Back then, you did not have to apply or reach certain milestones in order to apply to be in the YouTube Partner Program. So when I started my channel, I just clicked a little button that said, yes, please, give me part of your ad revenue. And so that was just how it was set back then. But I still earned nothing, zero for years, right? Because I didn't know what I was doing. And I wasn't doing it to become YouTube famous. I wasn't doing it on purpose as a lead generation system. I was just doing it to share. Then in 2000, and in this time period right in here, let me just give you a circle here. So I'll do this. In this time period here, oh, it's not doing it. Hang on a second. I think I need to give it a better color. There we go. Okay. No, it's still not doing it. But anyway, as you can see in this section here, right, I was earning a little bit of ad revenue by this time. So a couple of years in, I started earning 20 cents a month, mostly from the how to bake a cake video that I had uploaded. Then in 2013, my friend, Jason Moffat, suggested that let me just make sure I've got this here. All right. Suggested that we do this 90-day challenge. And I'm not sure why it's not drawing on there. And I really wanted it to draw for you. There and red and red. Okay, so it should, oh, there we go. It did it for us. Okay. Thank you for your patience while I get this sorted. Sometimes when you go live, tools don't work exactly as you'd like, but I really did want this visual for you because in 2013, my friend Jason Moffat put out this challenge to do a 90-day challenge. So what was this? We uploaded one video every single day for 90 days. But of course, being a little bit of an overachiever and really excited for my kids, and we were homeschooling, my kids were like, Mommy, we want to do this too. So we were actually uploading 3 videos every single day for 90 days. Now, don't worry, you do not have to do this, but it taught me some really important things. First of all, my channel was a mishmash of niches, like literally all over the place, right? We had cake decorating and financial education, and then we had Barbie videos and D&D, and then mind movies and vision boards and online business tools. And like, it was literally all over the place, right? However, during this 90-day challenge, something incredible happened to my channel. And you can see that here, how it, undo that. You can see it here, how it raised my channel views, and it stayed consistently raised for years, like literally about 4 or 5 years. And why did it do that? During the challenge, even though we were uploading videos in all these different niches, we did accidentally, without realizing it, continue posting videos on the same topics. So over and over again, we were posting videos on the same topics, even though there were like 9 niches, right? we were posting the same videos. And that gave YouTube's algorithm a trigger to understand that our channel, my channel, was an authority when it came to Barbies and D&D and baking cakes and financial education, like completely unrelated topics, which I would not recommend doing, by the way. This is the slow way, right, to get started. We'll talk about the faster way in a moment. But the key thing that I learned was by being consistent, and by consistent, I mean being consistent in the same topics, okay? It triggered the algorithm to see us as an authority, which meant if anybody was searching for anything related to how to clean a sticky frog toy, which was one of the niches, we ranked at the top and our video was there and it stayed there. Like I literally have videos who can still to this day rank in the top positions on YouTube, on Google, and even in AI searches for over 15 years, right? Okay, maybe not the AI searches since that's only a couple of years old, but you know what I mean, right? Ranking in the top positions on YouTube and Google for over 15 years because I accidentally did a couple of things right. Incredible, right? And I was not aware of this. That's the really interesting thing. So when it raised up my channel as an authority, I started earning more ad revenue too. Now I was consistently earning about $20 every single month for years. And it was really cool because most of the ad revenue actually came from one video. It was my how to bake a cake video. I had done YouTube SEO, search engine optimization, accidentally. Completely accidentally, and only because that's just how my neurodivergent brain works. I'm very logical. So I did a couple of things. I opened up my video with welcome, and today I'm going to show you how to bake a cake, right? Then I called it how to bake a cake, not, vanilla sponge cake, which is actually more accurate, but I do show them how to bake cake in the video, so it was accurate. I ended the video with, and that's how to bake a cake. I put it in the description. I put it in the tags. I put it in the comments. And I wasn't even doing it on purpose to train the algorithm. I was doing it because it just seemed logical. It's like, well, my video is about how to bake a cake, so that's just what I'm going to put down there. And that's literally the only thing I put down there, right? So it accidentally had given YouTube exactly what it needed to know what the video was about and who the perfect viewer was, right? But I did some other things in that video. I actually walked them step by step and was very engaging. I have over 3,000 or 4,000 comments by now just on that one video alone. And I read all the comments and I always reply back to the comments. So I was learning how to engage with the viewers, getting them excited to want to come to me as the authority when it came to how to bake a cake, right? Anyway, so that was the 90-day challenge. Then something very interesting happened. And by interesting, it's not something I would ever wish on anyone. And it was serious. I ended up in a coma for 3 weeks. In 2016, I developed pneumonia in both of my lungs, and I ended up in a severe coma. So our local hospital does not have an ICU, an intensive care unit. My oxygen dropped so low that the only way they could keep me alive was to put me into a medicated coma. I do apologize. I still struggle with lung issues. So give me a second here. Sorry about that. I'll talk about that in a minute too. Oh my gosh. So my doctors said to me, we're going to have to put you in a medically induced coma. We're going to have to intubate you, so put in a breathing tube. We're going to have to paralyze you so we can transport you and keep you alive and get you to a hospital that has an ICU unit so they can keep an eye on you 24/7. Apparently at the time I was so exhausted, I said, yes, sleep would be great. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you for your patience. So, and this is coming up in a second. I was only supposed to be in that coma for a couple of days, just a couple of days, just for the transport, get me settled, take me out of the coma, and then just help me heal. keep an eye on me, keep my oxygen up, all of that. Unfortunately, I developed ARDS, acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is what I still struggle from to this day. What does that mean? My lungs completely failed to function on their own. I ended up staying in the coma, completely non-responsive for 3 weeks before I finally woke up. When my wife looked up on Google, what are the odds of surviving ARDS back in 2016? It told her about a 20 to 40% chance of survival. She decided then and there never to Google health information ever again. And luckily, I did come out of the coma. Unfortunately, the machine that saved my life also caused a tremendous amount of scarring in my lungs, and I woke up as a severely disabled lung person, which you will notice as we go through this training. And my doctor, my respirologist, when I went to see her, she said, Amanda, I have rarely seen people survive what you went through, and of those people, I've never seen them get back to work. I don't think you're ever going to work again. And I was like, well, that's not going to work for me. I'm an entrepreneur. I will find a way. I will make it work somehow. Now, something really interesting happened during all of this, besides the fact that I survived a very serious coma, which was incredible. And I am to this day and forevermore grateful. It also taught me something really important. And it became the mission of why I do YouTube today the way I do it and why I teach this for you. And that is because after waking up and then another 6 weeks of recovery in the hospital and then months of rehab, learning literally how to breathe, how to drink, how to eat, how to speak, how to move, how to walk, how to talk. All of these things I had to learn again. And I started off with a walker when I was strong enough to actually walk, then with walking poles, and just slowly over time, gaining back my ability to function in life. When I was actually strong enough to get back on my laptop, like to actually sit up in my chair on the couch, put my laptop on my lap, open it up, and actually be able to comprehend it, because one of the very annoying side effects of having not great oxygen in your system is that oftentimes pieces don't compute in your brain when you're exhausted. So I do apologize in advance if pieces don't compute immediately. Give me a moment. I was absolutely blown away. I opened up the laptop completely expecting my businesses to be just dead in the water. I mean, my experience was if you're not running your business, it dies. You need to work your business or it doesn't work. And had I not used YouTube, that would have absolutely been the case. So I was completely blown away when I looked at the stats and I saw I had still been earning money every single month on autopilot, passive recurring income from my different businesses, from books on Amazon, through ad revenue, only because of my YouTube videos. Now, it wasn't a lot. It was just a couple $100, but it was money I did not have to work for. It kept on going because I had accidentally done a couple of things right. And it was only a handful of my videos that were actually doing this for me. Most of my videos, like literally hundreds of my videos, were doing absolutely nothing, crickets. And I didn't have the energy to run my businesses. So the very first thing I did, I knew I needed to reach out to my members and communicate with them because they were going to go cold in my list. But I didn't have the physical ability to email them consistently. It was very exhausting to get on my computer, to write emails, to think of what to say. So on good days, I was using a CRM, so a website and email publishing software. And I was able to set up campaigns of emails. I could write them and they would go out on autopilot. I could sequence them out on autopilot. And I set it up so that anybody new coming in would get that first email. And I called it my Throwback Thursday email series. because I had all these videos on YouTube and I didn't have any other content to give them. And I wanted to give value and I wanted to keep these people warm and give them a reason to stick with me while I was still recovering. So on those good days, I would write a couple of emails. And the next, couple of days later, I'd have another good moment, write a couple of emails. And each of those emails would link back to a video on my channel or to an offer on my page or to an affiliate product. They always linked back to something, but most of them linked back to the YouTube videos. And I didn't realize the powerful thing I had done. YouTube was seeing traffic was coming to its platform because of my channel. People were coming to my channel from off of the platform, sticking around, watching more videos, and then staying on the platform. YouTube loves that, right? How does YouTube make money? From ad revenue. And who owns YouTube? Google. So if somebody is searching for something in Google, whose videos is it going to pull up? YouTube's, right? Because that's where it makes money. Unless somebody's paying for an ad on Google, it's going to pull up YouTube videos first over anything else because it makes money from YouTube, right? And I just happened to be giving it, first of all, the SEO, right? It understood what my videos were about and who they were for, but it also was seeing that my channel was bringing people to the platform and it really liked that, right? And again, I only did this as a way to function, to keep my businesses warm while I continued to recover. And so besides setting that up, that was one of the first things I did because I knew I needed to warm up my audience. They hadn't heard from me in over half a year, right? Like I just wasn't able. And the second thing was, and this is something I spent quite a few years really diving deep, was learning exactly what the algorithm specifically needed, because I had accidentally done a couple of things right? And you can see over here, you can see that it held steady. But look at this graph here. Do you see this? So this was the time when I started learning about YouTube SEO and applying it mainly to other videos that were already on my channel, not to new videos. I still didn't have the strength to do new videos. I did them occasionally, but not consistently. All I did is I learned exactly how to write titles for the algorithm and for the viewer. You need to balance it, right? How to script out my videos in a way that would make people want to keep watching the video all the way through the end and get them excited to watch another video, keeping them on the platform. I learned so many things. I learned how to actually set up my tags. Most of this up and down was me learning how to organize the tags, the keywords, even though most gurus out there, most YouTube gurus will tell you tags don't matter. They matter, and they matter in a specific way. You need to be consistent, right? Like when I was first doing tags and I did how to bake a cake, it gave some information, but I also had like fun cake decorating ideas. I had like vanilla cake. I had, cake enthusiast. I had things that were not in the same niche, but not necessarily related. I learned how to use long tail versions. So for example, how to bake a cake at home, how to bake a cake from scratch, how to bake a cake for beginners. And that really started to give the algorithm specifically what it needed. So it would really know which person to show the video to. And I focused on search first as well. Together with providing tremendous value for the viewer. You must balance both. You can't choose one or the other. You must do both. And by giving tremendous value to the viewer sticks around, the viewer watches another video, but more importantly, from the algorithm's perspective, YouTube is seeing who is your perfect viewer, who likes your videos, because it knows how to find other viewers who are exactly like that viewer, right? So it then goes out and starts suggesting your video. So not only are you searching, landing in the search results, at the top of the search results when people are searching, you're now being promoted in the side panel, right? On the home page, because it knows what kind of viewer actually appreciates your video. And so they're much more likely to click on it and stay and watch and connect, right? And so it's just this whole cycle. It was like, it blew my mind how powerful this was. And I was still struggling because I physically couldn't do anything else. I didn't even have the strength to really, focus on building up my funnels and my emails and all these things other than setting up that sequence. All I had the energy for was learning and slowly implementing. So that's what I did. And that's when I really realized, look, I can't bake cakes anymore. Like literally, I cannot cook because it's too hard for my lungs. And so that was no longer an option. My children had grown up. So my desire to raise money smart kids, as much as I love the concept of it, and I have a lot of information to share on the subject, my mission had changed because I was now someone who needed to find a system that could work for me 24/7. And I love teaching. I love seeing you get results. I love seeing you win. So it changed my mission. And I thought, I want to teach this to you. I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig to show you what is working so you can model that, and what is not working so you can avoid the years it took me to figure those out, right? So that was there. And then what happened? COVID, right? 2020 came along, but my videos were perfectly positioned right there at the tip of COVID. People couldn't go out and buy birthday cakes or graduation cakes or wedding cakes. Suddenly, they had to make a cake at home. Oh, so they might be searching how to bake a cake. My video ranked, and not just that video. My videos, I had learned so much about giving the algorithm what it needed, understanding who my viewer was so that it would rank in search and suggest it. During COVID, my channel absolutely took off. That one cake video, just that one cake video, like in this transition period, it started earning between $40, $80, sometimes $100 a month in ad revenue alone, just from that one how to bake a cake video, as I was just adjusting the titles and the SEO within it, right? But during COVID, it was consistently earning $300-$400 every single month. And it blew me away because the cake literally cost me less than $20 to make, right? And so I was like, if I could just make more of these. But that's a lot of effort, and I didn't have the physical capacity to do the effort. So I needed to be smart about it. I needed to be strategic about it. And I needed to find a way to use what I'd learned, not to earn ad revenue, but to build a business, to promote affiliate products, to send people over to Amazon to buy my books, like to use it as the lead capture system that I'd never considered using it for. And then, of course, as COVID tapered off and people were able to go out and start making their own cakes, it died down again, or not died down, but it like tapered off, right? And so you can see here, it tapered off. Let me just move this over a little bit there. And it held steady. It held steady here. It held steady for another couple of years, right? And that's when I decided to completely change my focus. No longer do anything with cake decorating, anything with raising money smart kids, anything with all these other niches. My children no longer were posting their videos long before my coma. And just focus on Evergreen YouTube marketing funnels. And I knew I was taking a huge risk, but I knew the odds were in my favor because I knew how to balance YouTube and what it needs and the viewers and what you need, right? I knew that. So I was completely prepared for the fact that my channel was going to completely tank from an outside perspective. Do you know that during that tank period, I earned way more money from my YouTube videos than I ever did during the COVID peak? Right? From just ad revenue. Because even though it was fewer views, they were very specific views. Let me give you an example, and then we'll come back to this. So let's change the screen and let me show you. Oh, sorry, I did the wrong one here. All right, so stop sharing that one and we're going to share a different one for you. I want to show you this. Okay, now add that to the stage and let me make it larger for you. Okay, so this is my channel, right? And one of the things that I've done recently on all of the videos not related to online business and YouTube funnels, I created what I call a bridge video that I put on the end screen of all of those videos so they understand, like, why is Amanda not posting more cake decorating videos? Like, why is she not helping me raise money smart kids anymore? And even on my Coma videos that I did, what is she doing now, right? I put this bridge video to share what was going on. But let me show you the stats down here. So this video here, it is the how to make a cake at home. I started off with how to bake a cake, and over the years I've shifted how to bake a cake, how to make a cake, depending on what people are searching for, right? You adjust. That video over 15 years has earned over $10,000 in ad revenue, which sounds amazing, right? Like one video earns over $10,000. That's amazing. But it took 15 years. So that's not a very good return on your money, right? You can't just live off of that. That's less than like $800 a year, right? So less than $100 a month. So not something you can live on unless you have a lot of those videos, which is not easy to do, right? Then if we look up here, and let me find it for you. I did, oh, hang on, I went past it. This one right here, this video right here. I did this review. It was for an affiliate product. And I did this a year ago. And at just 233 views, I had sold 11 of these. With just 233 views, I'd sold 11, earning over $1,300 in affiliate commissions. Then I scaled it. Once you understand how to get your videos ranking, but to make sure your videos actually convert, once you've got both of those in place, then you can scale your videos. And so I scaled it by placing it as a YouTube in-feed ad. So the kind of ad that would show up when someone would search for something, not the kind of ad that just interferes with somebody. Like you're watching a video and then boom, this ad, and you just like waiting for the skip button, right? I do not recommend using those ones, but in feed so that it would come up in search. And the only reason I did this is because I knew this video converted crazy good, right? And it converted crazy good because I really believed in the product and because I knew exactly how to script out my video so that I gave tremendous value and tips and bonuses to my viewers. And they trusted me, they knew me, they liked me. And so even though they were already contemplating getting this, they chose to get it through my affiliate commission because of that, right? So I did this in-feed ad. I put $100 towards ads revenue, or like toward the cost of the ad. I spaced it over 5 days, so about $20 a day. And it shot it out to 20,000 people, right? Not all the right people. I did choose specific keywords. I wanted it to be fairly focused. And it sold 12 more sales for me. So over $1,400 in affiliate commissions. So in just a couple of weeks, one video with 233 organic views and then 20,000 from a $100 ad spend earned me over, what is that, $2,500. When I had another video, that cake video, right? This one down here, with over 6 million views over 15 years, only earned 10,000. So the ROI difference, this one, the viewers from this video financially are worth 0.02 cents. Each viewer has a value, a monetary value of 0.02 cents. Whereas this video, the courses review video here, each viewer, each organic viewer, so not the ad one, but just the organic view, over $5 per viewer. That's massive, right? And so I was going to share with you today. So what are the things that you need to do to balance the YouTube SEO and to balance warming up your viewers into leads, become customers and your raving fans, right? So I think you get an idea here of what we're doing, right? Okay, so let me remove that and we're going to just dive into the specifics of what do you actually need to do. Because I have created this whole system now that works for me all the time. Like, it works consistently for me. When I post a video, it ranks. It ranks within minutes, and it will do its natural drop as it first ranks towards people who are familiar with your channel, and then as it goes out to the broader YouTube audience, and then it picks up and it stays there for years. Literally, on average, roughly about 95% of my videos do that. And it's because of all of the information that I've learned, all of the experience I've had over the years. So when it comes to YouTube SEO, you need to, first of all, do some research. Don't just post a video, to throw it and stick it on the wall and see if it sticks. Do research. Are people searching for that particular solution to their problem? And start with solving problems. Okay, this is not for becoming entertainment famous. This is for using YouTube as a lead generation machine on autopilot to funnel people into your business. Okay, so you need to do some research first, and you can use tools like vidIQ, and it will tell you how many people are actually searching for this particular way of writing a search term, right? Which they call a key phrase. So for example, how to bake a cake is a key phrase, right? Or my courses review is like, are there any courses bonuses, right? My video comes up, things like that. So you first make sure that you have viewers, okay, who are searching specifically for what you can solve for them. All right. Then you need to make sure that you're using those key phrases in your title, in your not necessarily in your thumbnail, but in your thumbnail file is helpful. It's a tiny little hint. It doesn't do a lot, but all these little pieces together show the algorithm specifically what it's about. Make sure that you're using those main key phrases in your description of your video. Make sure you're saying them in the video, right? Just like I started with welcome, and today I'm going to show you how to bake a cake, and that's how you bake a cake, right? Like, make sure you're saying it. Put it in the tags area. That area that people are saying, oh, they don't matter anymore. Put them in there. It doesn't hurt you. And it definitely helps the algorithm categorize what your video is about. Put it in the comment. Pin a comment, right? So in my coaching program, we go in depth into exactly how to put it in your title, how to put it in your description. Like, there is certain ways that I've learned over the years that work best, that gives the value the best to both the algorithm and your viewer. And again, that is super important. So that's the first step. The other step is after you've after you've published your video, you need to promote your video. You need to send YouTube that indication, that trigger, that knowledge that your video is bringing people to the platform. So you use things like my Throwback Thursday email sequence, where you're constantly sending people back to that video. You send an email just to your list, letting them know, right? You put it on social media and you point back to your YouTube video. So in our program, we use social media specifically to promote our YouTube videos. And why do we not focus on building out our social media? Because YouTube is a search engine. It is evergreen. It works organically all the time, 24/7 for years and years and years. Whereas things like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of those, or I suppose X now rather than Twitter, those are in the feed in the moment. People don't go to those platforms looking for a solution. They go there to interact, to be entertained, to connect with people. It's a different kind of platform. So we use it for the signals that it tells YouTube and to warm up our prospects, right? Our leads, but mainly to help the algorithm see, wow, our channels bring traffic to YouTube, right? So I teach you exactly how we do all of that. as well inside of the program, which I'll again share more later. But I wanted to make sure I gave you enough that you could do this. If you had enough to know what exactly you needed to do, then you can either figure out how to do each specific thing on your own, like I did, right? Or you can join us and then I'll walk you step by step through doing that. So I hope so far this has been helpful. So if so, please do let me know in the comments if you have a better understanding of YouTube SEO. So it's literally what people are typing in, you're using that, and then you're promoting, and you're making sure that your videos keep people watching the whole time. So how do you do that? And this is where we really balance YouTube SEO only in the fact that we're going to make sure we're saying our key phrases in there, right? But also making sure that they're watching all the way through and watching another video, because that triggers the algorithm to know who is your perfect viewer, because then it's going to promote you in the home feed and on the suggested, right? And we want that. And on the end of the video, right? We want that. But we also really need to focus on our viewer. The first thing we do is focus on our viewer when it comes to scripting out our videos. So what do you need to do to get people to keep watching? Well, first of all, you need to let them know immediately they are in the right place, right? Because the thumbnail, it stops the scroll, right? You scroll, and you're like, oh, wow, what is that? And then you look down and you read the title. The title predetermines, I'm losing my words. I can't think of my word right now, but maybe you could put it in the comments for me. It is what filters in the right people, prepares them for what the video is about, and filters out the wrong people, so that the wrong people, and by wrong people, I just mean the people not interested in your topic. There's nothing wrong with those people, right? But we only want the people interested in your topic to watch your video, because if the wrong people come in, they leave. And the algorithm doesn't know, oh, it was the wrong information for them. The algorithm thinks, oh, it must not be a good video. I should probably not promote it. And we don't want that. So we very specifically, in our thumbnail, which grabs their attention, but then in our title that really lets them know, what is it about? Like, what is the promise? What are they going to get out of this video? And who is it for? So they can self-decide whether or not it's the right thing, because it's okay if they don't click on it. It's better that they don't click on it, and that only the people who will actually get value out of click on it, so that they're going to stick around. They're going to leave comments. They're going to like your videos. They're going to share your videos. And they're going to feel like they get to like you, they know you, they trust you. And when they're ready to really solve that big problem that they came to YouTube looking for the solution for, they're going to choose you first over anyone else, because they know you deliver value. That was one of the things I learned early on. And it felt so natural to me. It's like, why would I trust someone who's just trying to sell me things all the time? I am only going to trust somebody who actually cares that I get some sort of positive result, that I am able to learn something from them. And then you naturally, that reciprocity, like when someone comes to your house and brings you a gift, don't you kind of feel like, wow, I wish I had something to give them, right? And then you probably go out of your way to give them even better dinner, or give them even nicer treats or whatever, right? If you know that you are valued, you will give more. And if they know that they are valued in return, they'll want to keep giving to you. So we structure our video script in such a way to first let them know immediately that they are in the right place. So we are addressing whatever the promise was of the title, right? And of the thumbnail. We're addressing that right away, so they know, I was looking for this thing. I opened it up. They're talking about this thing. First thing. That is often called the hook, but we do it in a way not to just hook someone, but to actually let them know you're in the right place. And then we open a loop. Opening a loop is we let them know, not only are we going to do this thing that we promised we're going to do, we're also going to do this other thing that's related to this thing that's going to make this thing even more powerful for you. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment, right? And we don't say, and I'll show you that at the end of the video, because then they're just going to scroll to the end of the video to find out what it is. We just say, we're going to show you that in just a moment, right? And then we actually do. You must deliver. You can't just open a loop and not close it. People are not going to trust you very much if you don't close it. But we open that so that now not only are they interested in why they first came, They're really curious about this other thing. So now you have the time to really give value, to share a little bit about who you are. Why should they even listen to you, right? Like I did at the beginning of this video, right? And then actually solve their problem. Show them what they need to do, right? And if you sell the how they do it, then you just show them the what they need to do and you sell them the how they need to do it, right? Which is what I'm doing here. I'm giving you everything you need to know what to do. And you could go and do this yourself, figure things out. And if you want a faster way and you want to have guidance and you want to have somebody there in your corner, rooting you on, keeping you accountable, making it work for you so much faster than 15 years, the hard way, then you're probably much more open to hearing about this coaching program that's going to show you specifically how to do each of these things, right? And that's what you're going to do. So you're going to give value. You're going to remind them about that open loop. You're going to remind them, at some point we're going to remind them and say, oh, and don't forget, I'm still going to show you. We want to keep them engaged. We're going to give them more value. They're going to like us even more. We're going to space out our what we call CTAs, call to actions. YouTube needs a couple of extra triggers. It needs to see people liking your videos. It needs to see people subscribing to your channel. It needs to see people leaving comments, sharing your videos. And most YouTubers and most online entrepreneurs that use YouTube for business, they do their video and then they're like, oh, and can you like, subscribe, and leave a comment? And that's too many things. That's too many things. When you ask someone to do too many things, they do nothing, generally speaking. So we give a specific call to action, right? Like, does that resonate with you? First of all, have you ever heard a YouTuber say, oh, can you please like, subscribe, leave a comment? Have you heard that? If you've heard that in the comments right now, I want you to say totally, right? Totally. And then do you see what I just did? I made it about you, not about me. Don't leave a comment for my benefit. Leave a comment for your benefit. You see it totally. It's about you. And so you want to make sure you're doing call to actions for your viewers that is about them, right? And for example, I went through the coma, right? I nearly died. It completely terrified my entire family. I woke up with a severe disability, told I'd never work again. Can you imagine what that's like? I'm pretty sure in your life, not necessarily that you've been in a coma, although a lot of people on my channel have because of my coma videos. I tend to attract them. But has there been a time in your life when life threw you a massive curveball, right? That just felt completely overwhelming and you felt lost and you felt despair and you didn't know what to do? If you've ever felt that, let me know. Like, give me a like, let me know, right? So to just see, and again, I really do want to know, so please do let me know. But that's the kind of thing you want to script into your videos as well, is you want to let them connect with you based on what is important to them. So we space these out and we have a certain pattern that we do that just over the years I've learned works the best. We want to also let them know in advance what can they expect, right? Is there maybe a checklist they can download? Is there maybe a product that we're going to share with them? Like, be honest. And that way, if they don't have time to see it right away, you can say, like, look, like, for example, on here, you see my name, right? And then you see rank, warm, convert, right? So rank, warm, convert. And if you're interested in that, then you head over to CleverDough AI, right? You let them know. Now, I didn't do it at the beginning of this particular training because this is a deep dive training. This is not my normal 20 half an hour video of just pure content, right? If it was, then in the first few minutes, I would say, oh, and I have a checklist for you that you can grab below and then come right back, like after you grab that, and let's dive in and do this, right? So that people who don't have the time right now, they're going to want to bookmark, they're going to come back, but you already have given them what they need. And that means you've gotten them into your funnel. Is this making sense? I really hope all of this is making sense. It's about doing both. It's about that balance. And then another really important thing that you need to do is when you get to your final call to action at the end, right? The whole purpose of why you're doing this. Like in this case, in this training at the very end, right? And I'm telling you this, and you can't scroll forward because I'm live. But even if you're watching the replay later, you don't have to scroll forward because I'm going to just tell you right now what it is. I'm opening up my coaching program, right? You already know this. I told you at the beginning. So it's not like it's like this shock thing or anything. And you knew I promised I would teach first, right? So that you would have it regardless, right? And so you probably like me for that, because now you don't feel like, oh, you know, all those things where they're like, okay, you can get this massive thing, this great thing, this wonderful thing, but only if you buy my thing. And it's like, we don't like that, right? We don't like that. Anyway, so at the end, after you've done this call to action, after you've made sure they know where to get whatever it is that you have to offer that's going to solve their big, massive problem for them, right? We want to make sure they're going to watch another video. So what we have to do at the end is not give them any signals that the video is ending, because then they'd be like, oh, it's almost gone. You turn, go away. And that actually stops your retention. And YouTube goes, oh, I guess the end of the videos are just not important. So, you know, maybe it's not as good, right? But if we can get them watching other videos, then YouTube's like, this channel keeps people on here. And if it keeps people on here, we make more ad revenue, right? So it's about making everybody win, 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 win. You win, your viewer wins, the algorithm wins, everybody wins. That's how we succeed. So what do? So we don't give any signals that it's closing. Instead, what we do is we let them know, now that we've solved this one problem that they came to the video for, did you know that after you solve this problem, it actually creates this other problem? Let me give you an example. So let's say you're really poor. I'm sure a lot of us could probably relate to that. And suddenly you get really rich. That's great. But now you have another problem. What do you do with all this money? How do you make sure you don't lose it all, right? All those things. So you would open up to the next video. Now that you've got this win, this result, you need to know this next thing to make sure this result either scales or you don't lose it or whatever that particular case is, right? But don't worry, we'll cover that right over here. Hop over here and I'll show you exactly how to do that. And so we bring them along this journey. And so what I've figured out over time, after learning from so many different mentors and seeing my own results on my own channel, is it takes time. Have you ever heard you need like 7 touch points before you'll make a sale? Like somebody needs to hear about you, see from you, listen to you about roughly 7 times before they'll be in a position to actually make a decision about whatever it is that you're offering. So we do that by creating intentional video series on our channel. That becomes our funnel, our top of the funnel. And so they go from one video to the next to the next. And in our coaching program, I show you exactly how to map it out. So it all makes logical and emotional sense to walk your lead through the funnel without, you know, canceling out their need to get whatever it is that you want. Like it needs to make sense that they feel tremendous reciprocity. They really want to buy from you because they know you can solve their problem. And you have built so much rapport with them, so much trust. And you do that by going through these videos, right? And then we have other little tricks that we do as well, where we will have like an opt-in page. So it's like a landing page, a website where somebody can opt in to get these videos, even though they could find the videos on the channel, because it makes it easier for them. They can just opt in, and then every day for like 10 days, they get the next video in the series, right? It makes it easier for them. That in itself blew my mind. I honestly always thought you needed to have a lead magnet, it's called, right? Where you're magnetically pulling in leads by creating an ebook or a checklist or a video or course or something, right? You can actually just use your YouTube videos as your lead magnet. So anyway, there is so much that I've learned over the years, but again, I struggle with my lungs and my ability to have physical energy to get things done. As well, as the day progresses, my ability to connect the neurons in my brain because of a lack of oxygen gets really hard. So I got really depressed. I knew what to do. I knew my mission of what I wanted to do for everyone, but I didn't know how I could physically get it all done. And that's when AI came on the scene. And I was so excited. So excited. I could see the possibility. I knew right the moment it came out, before it was even good, like at all. I knew it's self-learning. It's going to get better. And if I could just teach AI, artificial intelligence, if I could just teach it everything that I had in my brain, the brain of my business, if I could just put it in the AI and teach it my voice, my company, my products, what was important to my members and my leads, right? If I could train it to do all that, then it could help carry the heavy load for me. I could be the puppeteer, orchestrating the whole YouTube funnel, delivering value to my leads, and to my clients, which was the most important thing to me. And then get AI to help me with mapping out my series, helping me script out my videos in the way that was true to me and what I knew worked, right? I'm not talking about having AI do videos for you, although you can do that. And in my program, we actually talk about that as well. But it's about getting your own virtual assistant at like pennies for a month, right? Pennies. And it is like a clone of you. And it gave me so much freedom. Suddenly, I knew if I could just take the time, and I knew it was going to take some time for me to do this, and program it to understand, how do you write the titles? What kind of thumbnails do you need? How do you write out your video script? What kind of description do you need? How do you write your emails? What do you say on your website? How do you, if you have a course, how do you map out your course? Like all those things. And that's when ChatGPT actually came out with what are called custom GPTs. So I started programming individual custom GPTs. So if you're not familiar with what a GPT is, it's like the AI chat, where you chat with AI, but you're training it in the background. So it's like coding it in the background about how you want the output to be. If you want it to write a blog post for you, it needs to be in a certain way, right? So I was creating all these GPTs for myself to make it easier for myself. And before, or I guess sort of at the same time that all of this was happening, I took on my very first alpha student. I wanted to see if everything that I had learned would work not just for my niche, right, which was YouTube marketing and online business, no longer all those other niches, but if it could work for any business. And so my student, Connor, he had a microgreen business that he started at just 13. Like this kid is amazing. And so I knew he wanted to do YouTube. He was terrified, absolutely petrified about being on camera. But he knew it would be the most amazing way, logically, because it's a search engine, but also from an emotional perspective, the best way to connect with his leads. And so he pushed himself and he started using the methods that I was teaching him. It was one-on-one coaching with him. Every day we would connect and we'd get the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. You should see him now. He gets invited for speaking events all across America. He literally was flying just yesterday to the next one. And he's been found because of his YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel becomes your business card. Right? If you look at my channel again, let's have a quick look at my channel, just so I can show you. It is my business card. It is a mini funnel, right? People come here and they see right on the top, well, what is this channel about? Evergreen YouTube Marketing for entrepreneurs, not to be YouTube famous. What does it do? Attract perfect leads 24/7. Build passive income. Grow with freedom. And then you come down. I have my bridge video, just sharing, because my channel was such a mishmash, explaining it all. I have a start here section, right? Like on a business card, you'd be like, do this thing, that main thing. Well, on YouTube, it's a little bit different. You have that area, but then you also continue on. I've been doing these live channel rebuilds on my channel every single Friday since January this year. And so I've listed those out. I have a whole 10-part series here teaching you exactly what to do, right? And then I've got fresh evergreen strategies. So any new videos are down there. Then I've got my case studies. I've got, people who have gone through my program or seen results. In this case, the first one here, he was so impressed with how well I promoted his product that he actually gave me a shout out inside a training course for his own program. And he let me grab that little snippet. And then these are some of my students, right? The beta students. And this was my alpha student, Connor, here, right? It's my business card. It's showing the results people have had. And then I've got my favorite tools, right? If you had like a gardening business, maybe you'd have like gardening tools here that you're recommending. And then in my case, it also shows where I was coming from, and that it's like the proof of the evergreen, right? Of ranking for years and years and years, right? So it's a business card, and you have to see it that way, as a business card. And so what happened was suddenly people were finding out about Connor. And he got accepted for grants, right? To make the packaging for his microgreen trays, the packaging all eco-friendly. He was getting grants for all these things and getting connections and being invited to speak because of his YouTube channel. So on top of getting customers who buy his trays to grow microgreens at home, he was getting this added benefit. And that's one of the things that happened to me as well. If I go back to during that period, let's see here, I'll stop screen share and I'll show this one again so that I can show you there. Okay. So during this period here, let me just put this on the screen for you. During this stagnant period here, after the 90-day challenge, after I had like let the algorithm know what my channel was about, that's when I started getting found. I can still remember the exact moment when Radio Disney called me. We'd just flown in from New Zealand. That's where we were living at the time. We flew into San Diego. We were visiting a couple of friends from my movies and some people that we know there. And we were sitting in our motel. It was early morning. We were just getting ready. We were going to go to Legoland. And I'm sitting in my chair and my cell phone rings. And I'm like putting my shoe on, right? So I'm like holding my phone and putting my shoe on. And it's like, hello, this is Radio Disney Seattle. And I'm like, it's got to be a crank call, right? Why would Disney be calling me? I'm like, I'm sorry, who? This is Radio Disney Seattle, and we found you on YouTube teaching children about money, and we'd like to interview you on our radio program for like half an hour. It was crazy. And I nearly fell out of my chair. Like, that day will never be erased in my mind. It was so powerful. I was like this nobody who happened to be teaching parents how to raise money smart kids, but otherwise nobody knew me unless they'd seen my How to Bake a Cake video. And Radio Disney called me. So I had the interview, and it was incredible to think like one of the biggest names when it comes to children and children's education and entertainment reached out to just little old me because I happened to have a channel and I happened to get my word out. Isn't that amazing? And that wasn't it. Like, I was asked to speak at Seneca College, teaching other entrepreneurs how to do this YouTube business thing, how to have an online business, right? I was asked by our local youth group to come in and teach teens how to be money smart, right? Costco Connections magazine in Canada, when I moved to Canada, they called me and they asked if they could do a write-up for me. They did this massive 2-page write-up in their Costco's magazine just for me. The really cool part was the next month they called me back and they said, Amanda, it went over so well. People really enjoyed the article. Would you mind? Would it be okay if we published that same article in the US? Costco's Connection in magazine. And I'm like, yeah, twist my rubber arm, free advertising. No, I don't want that. Yes, please. Go ahead. Right. And so it's like all those things, the amount of parenting summits I've been on AI summits, sharing, everything I've learned about AI, like all those things happened because of my YouTube channel, not because of all the other stuff I did, right? That's the power. That's the power. So, and you can see here. So I told you I've been doing this channel rebuild. And so you can see my channel has been lifting up again way faster than it did way over here in the beginning. To see what the power of this? All right, if you see the power of this, write power in the comments. I see the power of this. This is massive. This is going to change your life. Like, not in the, oh, this is going to change your life, you know, woohoo. No, like literally, seriously, because you set it up once and it works for you regardless of what happens. Preferably not during a coma. Preferably you're out making memories with your friends and family, right? So this is it. Then let me go back and share. I want to show you the other students in my beta program. So after Connor went through and learned everything, here, I'll just share this one again. And there we go. Okay, bring it to the stage. All right, so after Connor went through and we could see this was working for a completely different niche, right? Completely different. And just seeing his confidence grow and seeing his skills and all the connections. And then I had people reaching out to me because I was telling people in my mailing list about this, and they were like, we want to learn this too. So I opened the doors last year to 10 new alpha students. You can see a couple of them here. This is Craig and Donna. There's Zoe and Paul and Tony and Umberto, and this is my daughter Xanthi from years ago that she did this video for me. And then here's another one, a deep dive inside of Connor and Christine. The stats of the channel, just amazing. So those are a handful of our beta students. So I took them through the program last year, and together we actually mapped it out. So I went on a call with them every single week for 8 weeks, and we walked through everything, mapping out their funnel, teaching them how to write those, you know, the thumbnails and the titles, going through exactly getting all their scripts in place, all the pre-stuff you need to do before, like while you're uploading, before you publish, then all the promotion stuff you do afterwards. And then more importantly, how to set it all up so that you're continuing to feed your funnel, but in a way that doesn't completely wear you out, right? And they started hearing about these custom GPTs that I created and that I was sharing with Connor, and Connor was loving them, and it was making things so easy, and it was able to pump out videos so quickly because of them. And so I decided to start sharing them with my beta students and letting them test. And then we refined and we tweaked and we made them even better. And we made them so that they would work regardless of what niche you were in, what industry you were in, what product you were trying to promote. But there was a huge problem. Again, there was a huge problem, the amount of problems that just keep coming up. But I never let a problem stop me, ever. I'll find a way to make it work. And I knew, okay, so we've got these AI assistants. They can help us. They can help us get everything done. But we have to keep on training them every single time. We would map our series out, then we'd have to train it again. We'd do our titles, train it again, do our thumbnails, train it again, write out our video script, train it, and you're getting the idea here, right? So even though the workflow of each was getting faster and converting way better, it was still taking so much time to train it every time. And I just knew, I remember talking to Mike Filsame, a friend of mine and a fellow internet marketer. And I said, I just need to create an app that takes all of these custom GPTs into one area. And then you can literally just dump the brains of your business in there. He had given me that concept when he was building one of his. And then as we go through each series and then through each video, it will remember what we've done. And you can just naturally, like one of those Kanban style boards, move from here to there, and it remembers it all. And it's just ready for the next part. And he said, Amanda, you're not thinking big enough. I'm like, this is amazing already. He's like, on top of that, what if you were to build out an agent with sub-agents that did all those things for you and orchestrated it for you, and then it just gave you all the copy, and then you approved and used, right? And I thought, wow. And he said, you know what? I'm doing this training with my students because he does this like AI and back and training. And he says, hop on. I'm going to build the basis of your app for you, the foundation of it, and then I'm going to hand it over to you, and you can make it exactly what you want. So that's exactly, literally like an hour later, I was on the live stream with him, and he was building it, and I was so excited. I thought, oh my gosh, this last big stumbling block is going to actually come together. And so he built the foundation for me, and then he handed it over to me. And then I spent the next couple of months refining it, making it amazing. And then once it was functioning to a point where I knew it was going to give value to my students, I gave it to my beta students and to Connor. And then they went in and they started testing, and I had a special area where they could put in bug reports and feature requests. And we started working and working and working and making it better and better and better. And that became CleverDough AI, which is my baby. I absolutely love it. It is my personal assistant that works for whatever niche. And so it's still in its beta form. And this is when I'm going to open up the coaching program. So we recorded all of the lessons that we did through those 8 weeks, and I'll walk you through everything. And then you're also going to get access to CleverDough AI so that you can use AI to map things out, to get things set up, and just bypass all the time and all the learning. But you have all the education there. You can have me walk your hand through it. And we get together every week. We have live momentum calls every week where you send in what you're working on. And I do reviews of your videos, your titles, your descriptions, your blog posts, your emails, whatever it is you're working on. And we do it live together so we can learn from each other. We have learned so much, and I'm so proud of everyone. Anyway, so that in a nutshell is how you balance both the YouTube SEO to get your videos ranked with engaging and giving so much value to your customers or to your leads. They become your customers. Is this exciting? Are you excited by this? If you're excited, please do put excited, I'm excited in the comments. Like, let me know. And again, over 15 years, I've read every single comment and I reply to every single comment. And I think that is really important, that you know that you are heard, right? You are heard. I hear you and I'm here for you. And I'm just so excited. So before I show you where to go, well, obviously you can see right here on the bottom here, CleverDough.ai. I want to tell you something, and then I'm going to let a couple of our beta students share their experiences with you. I'll actually need to set them back up again so that you can see that. So let me actually first, and I'm going to do it 2 ways. So first of all, here is where you go, CleverDough.ai, and then simply scroll down and you click Become a Charter Member. Now let me share what that is before I show you what it looks like. All right, so becoming a charter member, because I'm only going to be opening this up to 50 people. We want to get people in. We want to refine everything. Everything it's ready for you, but it is still raw. We're going to make it beautiful together. I'll do the work, but you'll give me your feedback, and we're going to make it work beautifully no matter what niche you're in. All right, so the lessons are there. The AI is there. And then you're coming in as beta or as founding charter members. And where you're going to be there giving me your input. And so I've created a very, very one-time, only until those 50 spots are taken, charter membership. And you will be grandmothered in for that charter membership for the length of your membership. So for a lifetime of your membership, as long as you keep your membership active, you keep that special charter membership. If you're on the replay and you come back later and those 50 spots are gone, I'll be doing my next levels as well as we build everything out. So I'm starting with the charter membership, which will be $67 a month. Isn't that incredible? Just $67 a month, and you'll have your whole funnel mapped out. You'll have your copy. You'll be able to go forward. Like, I'm blown away that this is all possible, and it's all possible because of AI. Incredible. Once those spots are filled, the membership goes up to $97 a month for the next 100 members. After that, it will go public, $197 a month. All right, so if you want to have the charter access, or if you're on the replay and you miss the charter and you're still lucky enough to have the founder access, grab it. Grab it. Go in, check it out, get it working. Get your funnels working for you and be grandmothered in at the lowest membership ever. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. I have been a beta member, a founding member, a charter member in so many different programs, and I love it because my voice gets heard, my business needs get heard, and the programs were built around. I was literally one of the beta members for Kartra and for Groove. High Level reached out to me. Like, it's incredible when you have a voice and you have the ability to share what you need inside of these things. So I'm offering you that opportunity now. If you want to do this, if you also want to have an evergreen funnel working for you on autopilot, even if it throws you a curveball, but more importantly, while you're making memories with your friends and your family. All right, so when you head over to CleverDough.ai and you click Become a Charter Member, this is what the page will look like. You'll first just get this little redirect. And this is the rough layout, right? If you're on the replay later, I probably haven't had time to make it more fancy, but it's this simple. You just $67 a month. If this changes, I apologize. There are only 50 spots, and I've already sent this out to my list. All right, so my members on my mailing list got information about this first. All right, so and then just fill out your information. You'll get an email with all of the links to your courses, to the AI access. I'll personally set up your access inside of CleverDough AI. So there you go. Just head over to CleverDough.ai, and that's CleverDough. It was a name I came up with years ago when I was having all these different businesses, me being smart with your, baking dough, right? Your clever dough, raising money smart kids, being clever with their dough, right? So it just became this brand that I absolutely love. And inside of CleverDough AI, let me introduce you to Doughy. So let me just head over here. So CleverDough. All right. And I'll just show you what it looks like inside. I'm super excited. And then we'll talk to some of the beta students and you can see what their experience has been. I'm so excited by this. So this is CleverDough AI. So you come in here on their dashboard and you can say what you want to work on. And then you can choose to have like I just want a quick win, or I want to build it right. Like I need, to do a full funnel or whatever, right? Then you can see where you've been working on. You can have a chat with AI. This is our little AI bot down here. So you can have a chat with Doughy. You also see your funnel progress, where you're at in each of your funnels. You put your brand profile in here. So the brains of your business in there so that it will always remember and refer back to your business and to your products and so on. This is Doughy. So he's your AI production director. So you can use Doughy, right? You've got a quick start guide here so that if you're a core member or a pro member, you will be a pro member, lifetime member. I'm actually going to get rid of the core membership. You're going to get access to everything. So you'll be immediately a pro member. But it walks you through, validate your niche first, right? Choose and validate. If you already have a niche, validate it, right? Then we're going to map out your 10-part series. We create your titles and thumbnails. We write out your video scripts. We record the videos. We edit the videos. And there are certain things that you're going to learn that are going to make editing so much easier and faster, because editing can be completely its own big job if you don't just use what we're using. So, and then how to upload and optimize, how to publish and promote, how to build out your email funnel, embed your videos on dedicated pages. We talk about all of that. You can share your wins in here. In the projects area, let me open up this test project to show you what I meant. So you set up your main key phrases up here. And then as you go through, you start with your ideas and research. Then you move over and you work on the title and thumbnail. Then you move over and you work on the script. As you go into each of these, then you fill out the information inside, and when you save it in advance, it moves you to the next section. And then it remembers it, and on the dashboard, you can easily access it, right? You can also just go directly to the GPT library itself. If you want to just write a blog post, you can type up here, like I want to just work on my tags, for example. And then you would use the Evergreen Video Tags Master, right? So you can find what you're looking for. So we've got the description master, we've got your video tags master, we've got shorts promo master, how to create video shorts from your videos, right? how to create an evergreen course content, right? That master, everything in here. So you can go through, this one, share your story, testimonials, to gather testimonials for your product, your service, or the affiliate product that you are referring, right? All of these things you get access to. You can create your images in here, your thumbnails. This is still being worked on to refine a little bit better, but you get the idea. You can, all of your chats will save in the chat record here. So you can always go back to whatever chats you have with AI. You get access to the academy. That'll be in your email. That's where you can get access to all of the lessons. You can submit your work for reviews, and we do those on the live momentum calls every Wednesday. You'll get immediate access when you join today. You can join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for our first momentum call, and I will welcome you right then and there, and we can start mapping out your series. But only if you get started today, obviously, or else you're not going to be on the momentum call tomorrow, and you'll have to wait another week. And you can submit bug reports, and then they get moved along as we go through them. GPT requests, if there's anything else that you want, feature requests, anything else that you think would be really helpful. So you're helping me build this to be the best app to help you create your own and manage your own YouTube funnels. Anyway, I was really excited by that. So I'm just going to stop sharing that, and we're going to head over and give me 1 second here so I can. All right. And I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat is saying hello to you. All right. So now we're going to head over and hear from some of our beta members and see what it was like for them. Like, what has this process been like for them? So let me add this to the stage. And, oh, actually, let me just make sure. I'm going to remove that again because I want to make sure the audio is on. Let me just do that again for you. This one. And I want to make sure also share system audio. Okay, so you should be able to hear. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm going to add this to the stage, and you should be able to hear these reviews. So here's what Mike had to say about that review video that I did. So let's head over here. And let me just make sure I have it set up properly here. I'm going to go back for 1 second because I want to show you a few different ones. So let me.
Amanda does great reviews. We might have Amanda on to show.
So we're just going to go back for a second here. This is the joys of going live, right? So we're going to do this. And this is what I want. Okay. We can just give the internet a second to catch up. I see you, Xanthi, in the comments. I see the real Alex. No BS in the comments.
Amanda does great reviews. We might have Amanda on to show how, like, literally she did such a good review for courses.gg. I hope she doesn't kill me for saying this, but Go High Level reached out and offered her an exclusive deal to do content for them. That's how good she is at doing reviews. So doing a review like that is going to do something for you that affiliate pages can't do for you. It's creating an affiliate review on YouTube. And so YouTube is going to get its own traffic in conjunction with this. And then you could take that video and put it on your affiliate review page.
Exactly. Now let's hear from Craig.
Good day, everyone. My name is Craig Hada from Get Customers. And
I'm just going to pause it for a second and let the video load for just a second here. There we go. All right. I live in the country, so internet is always fun. So you can even do this when you live out in the country and you don't have the fastest internet. There we go. So Craig is a tremendously active student. He has done so much. His videos have gotten just absolutely incredible. I'm so proud of all the work he's done.
Good day, everyone. My name is Craig Hada from Get Customers. And I want to take some time out to take the opportunity to leave a testimonial for Amanda and her Evergreen YouTube Mastery program. Amanda's methods worked. It worked on me, and it definitely worked for you. With my channel, which is relatively new, Amanda has given me the confidence to really approach YouTube strategically in a way that doesn't burn me out, and in a way that actually has legs, that is actually scalable. It's really the fundamentals that matters, and she teaches in a way that's simple, that's effective, And that really is possible because a lot of us business owners, we have personal brands we want to scale. We have that desire, but there is so much confusion on the internet that's so hard to navigate. And Amanda's program will help you with that for sure. I could personally attest to that. So obviously, I'm recommending the program. One, because of the fact that she really demonstrates what she teaches. And she's in a really good support system. And she gives really quality feedback. So I recommend the program wholeheartedly. Even if my channel is still growing, I'm still fully implementing, but the momentum definitely is there. Thank you so much. And I hope this guides your decision.
Hi, I've been an online marketer for a number of years, so I know a thing or two when it comes to
There, so I'll just let
YouTube and SEO and traffic. But when
there, sorry about that. All right, let that load. So that was Craig Hardell, and my gosh, he's just steamrolling. He's amazing, and he's using the GPT, so he just gets through them. He pumps them out so quickly, which is just incredible. This is Donna Fox. She was one of the co-founders of Groove, and she was also the one who introduced me to Kartra way back when. So I'm just thrilled. She's a dear friend of mine, a student and a teacher and a mentor and an accountability partner. So this is what Donna has to say about it.
Hi, I've been an online marketer for a number of years, so I know a thing or two when it comes to YouTube and SEO and traffic. But when I wanted to start a new channel for just myself and for my art business, before I did, I went to Amanda for her advice. And I was so excited to hear about her Evergreen YouTube marketing course. Now, even though I don't have anything to sell right now, I wanted to make sure I started off my channel right. So I just implemented her strategies 2 weeks ago. And since then, my channel has grown. In fact, the most exciting part of it is opening up the YouTube app in the morning, every morning, just to check on my number of subscribers. And every morning it has ticked up since I started her strategy. I really can't wait to see where I'm going to be a year from now. And thank you so much, Amanda, for all of your great advice. Oh, one more thing. I said I didn't have anything to sell right now, and that's true. But if I was out of ideas for what to sell, Amanda is the person to go to. She is constantly giving me ideas, things that she sees, sending me links to information. And I see her doing this with her other members in her course too. If there's something that she sees that could be beneficial to you, she thinks about you and she sends it to you. And that is really awesome. And I don't know if she's going to be able to give you that level of personal care for long, because she is definitely going to blow up with this course. It is fantastic. So be sure to do everything that Amanda tells you to do. I couldn't be more pleased with all of the results that I've gotten in just 2 weeks on my channel. And I can't wait to see it in 1 year. Thanks, Amanda.
All right, so let me just give you an update about Donna while this next one loads. Let's just make sure it's loading okay. All right, I think we're good. So it's now been almost a year for Donna, and she has, since when she first recorded that, she now does sell her own artwork on her channel. She's an affiliate for the Milan Art Institute, and her channel has totally blown off. She earns ad revenue on her channel. So it's really, really working. It's just been so much fun watching her grow, just like with Connor, just like with Craig, watching them grow and be confident and getting all these different things coming into place because of YouTube. It's just, it fills my soul. So anyway, I'm very excited by that. Let me know if you're excited, and let me know what is the niche that you're in. What product is it that you want to sell? What kind of service are you offering? Like, how are you going to build up a funnel using YouTube to promote your business? Like, what is that direction? I want to know. So let me know in the comments. All right. So this next one, this is Connor. This is my alpha student. And I'll give you some updates on what he's been up to this past year as well. But here you can have a listen to Connor.
Hi, I'm Connor Hebel, founder of Amelia Island Microgreens. And what I was looking for when I found Amanda's video course is a way to reach my target audience and to be able to move them from what are microgreens, because so many people don't know what microgreens are, which is the biggest challenge to get past, to educate them, and then to be able to move them into the sale, which for anything, it's tricky to move them into the sale. But when they are educated, that is such a big challenge. And so what I'd find when I'd go to vendor markets is it would take me 5-10 minutes before people would even know if they wanted to buy my product. When I go on YouTube and I share what I'm talking about, I don't have to spend one-on-one time with every single person. And so when I work with YouTube, instead of spending one-on-one time, I spend one to thousands, and it saves me so much time and energy. I was also looking for a way to just increase my sales, and doing YouTube has really helped. I've started to get people who have reached out and bought my kits because they saw me on YouTube. In fact, I was talking to a friend who had a friend and they were like, "You're on YouTube, aren't you?" They knew me from YouTube and I had never met them before. So what made me say yes and join? Well, I was trying everything to find that thing that would work, throw all the spaghetti against the wall. And a lot of things didn't. A lot of things didn't pan out, but I put in the work to make them work. And this was one of the things that really did make a difference. Not only do my customers start to reach out to me, I also have people reaching out to me from my videos, wanting to do collaborations, wanting to work with me. And that is really huge. I was working with an incubator that was looking to launch my product. And one of the things that they found is that when you search up reptile microgreens, I am the #1 person that comes up. And they have affiliations with Petco. And so they were saying, since you're ranking #1, we want to get Petco involved because they're interested in the fact that you're ranking #1. When you rank #1, your credibility goes significantly up. So what's one win or breakthrough that I've experienced? Well, if you're in this place of, I don't even know if I can do this, I am so terrified to do videos, I spent a whole year to make just 10 videos a year. And the reason is I was so terrified of being in front of the camera. I would literally start sobbing and my hands would shake. I was just in full meltdown because I was terrified of being on camera. About 5 years ago, I couldn't even get on the phone for more than 1 minute. And it took quite a while to get past that fear, that limiting belief that I had. And Amanda was there supporting, being so encouraging throughout and knowing that I can do it. And that's the reason why I was able to get through that challenging period of time, is because I had someone there gently, kindly encouraging me to move forward and to do it. And so after that year, I got my 10 videos up. The first video got over 4,000 views. Not everyone's first video is going to do that, just know that, but it can. And from there, I'm now able to film videos, like 5 videos in a day. In fact, today I just filmed 6 videos and I'm now filming this one. And so that saying of what you can get done in a year, you can now get done in a day is so true. And so if you're feeling afraid, just know that this is possible and your stats will significantly rise over time. I absolutely love the YouTube platform, and it has been my favorite of all the social media platforms. I've been in business for 6 years now, and I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and YouTube. YouTube is my favorite, and it's the one that's made the biggest impact. So I highly recommend going with Amanda. She is a huge ray of sunshine, and she is the reason why I do my videos today. Because if I was with anyone else, I would not have gotten as far as I did. So go with Amanda. It is worth it. It's worth every penny, and it's a skill that you can use through the rest of your career.
Yeah, so give me a chance here to pause this one, make sure it works. Because I wanted just to talk about Connor. Did you see how confident he comes across, how natural? And he was absolutely petrified when he started. So if you're thinking, well, I see the benefits, I can see how this could work, but I'm like terrified to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera for this to work. You can do this system without being on camera. When you get to the stage where you do feel comfortable being on camera, you will build so much faster rapport with your perfect leads. And that's why I always encourage you to go for it if you can. But if you can't, it's fine. Don't let that stop you. You can use the same system of knowing, what to give the algorithm so it promotes you and gets you ranked in the top searches, right? As well as with what to do to warm your leads. You must balance them, but you don't have to be on camera to do it. So anyway, I wanted to share that because he is such a gem and just an amazing student. I'm just so proud of everything that he's accomplished purely from this. And that was about a year ago that he did that one for me. And since then, he has been flying from state to state, being a guest speaker, teaching entrepreneurism and mindset to other entrepreneurs while also running his microgreens business. Just absolutely incredible. So proud of him. So this is Doi. And so if you're wondering, well, can this work if English isn't your first language or it's not your market's language? Doi is from, Indonesia. And so I'm just going to show you her testimonial to get an idea of, well, what is this like if you're not in the States or Canada and you want to do this system as well?
My name's Doi. I'm Vietnamese. And my job is to teach English for Vietnamese people. When I first joined Amanda's course, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. But honestly, it's been such a game changer. Everything is so strategic and well structured, but also super easy to follow. Pretty quickly, I started seeing changes. My channel now looks clean, professional, and I'm creating videos way faster than before. The scripts Amanda teaches us have these amazing hooks and calls to action that actually keep people watching, which I love. What I've been really hoping for is that the right viewers, people who need my content, will find my channel, get the solutions they're looking for, and that I can actually grow this into a real online business. And I'm already starting to see that path taking shape. Right now, I've just launched my first 10-part video series using what I've learned from the course. And I feel confident. I don't have to overthink. I just follow the steps, create, and keep going. If you're on the fence about working with Amanda, let me tell you, she gives you everything. Her heart. She's the kind of coach who actually wants you to win, and it shows.
Yes. All right.
When
so
I found
before-
Amanda's program, I was really hoping for a second chance
Here, let me
to
just
actually do the work.
There we go. Sorry, that's my internet again. All right, so I'll let you hear from Paul in a moment. Toi is just amazing. So yeah, sorry, Vietnam. That would be one of those moments when the oxygen's not quite connecting, and so I thought of Indonesia. Clearly not Vietnam. Yeah, so just been so much fun watching her. So and Toi has been one of those students, one of those members who have been absolutely integral with helping map out the course and building out CleverDough AI, because she sees so many little things like, oh, but what about this? Or what about that? And so her and Paul and Craig, like all of them, Connor, they've been really helped build everything. And so that's why I wanted to open up the charter membership to have you come in, be part of this incredible group, get the support you need, and then help us really make this the best YouTube marketing system out there possible. So that's my goal, and I'm super excited to have you join us. Again, only 50 people for the charter membership. And then it will raise up to the founders level at 97. So if you do want to have access and be grandfathered in for 67 for the lifetime of your membership, as long as your membership stays active, then make sure you grab that before the spots are taken. I did already message all of my members on my list, so there are spots already being taken. So make sure if you want it that you grab that. And yeah, and you can cancel at any time, so that's not a problem at all. But if you do cancel, then you will lose the membership level you're at, and if you want to rejoin, it would be at whatever we are at that time. So anyway, I'm going to introduce you now to Paul, who has just started his second 10-part series, and I'm really excited. So this is from a year ago, and then I'll give you an update on how he's been doing since then.
When I found Amanda's program, I was really hoping for a second chance to actually do the work. I'd taken similar courses before, but I never followed through, and I missed out on feedback and motivation. This time I wasn't going to let that happen, especially since I had the chance to join her beta group. The course is all about YouTube SEO and creating videos people actually watch and engage with. And for me, YouTube felt like the perfect platform to promote Medfire Media. It's the second biggest search engine and the first place people go to learn anything. Honestly, being in the live beta group was a huge draw. I knew I'd get the extra help from Amanda. Plus, she already had proven success on YouTube. One of her videos has over 7 million views. Even her free warm-up course was packed with value. So I knew the full course would be next level. And I was right. Amanda delivers all the time with so much enthusiasm and generosity. My biggest win was learning to persevere. Amanda always says, perfect is not done. And it's true. I had to push past a lot of little roadblocks, camera issues, audio, editing, even uploading to YouTube. But just getting it done instead of getting stuck, that was the game changer for me. Halfway through, I realized I needed to start over to get it right. And surprisingly, the second time was faster and easier because the course is so methodical. Amanda's custom ChatGPT tools covering everything from niche research to keywords, thumbnails, and scripting made the process smooth. Changing course didn't slow me down. In fact, it let me start publishing my full 10-part video series right from the first weekly momentum call. How I feel now compared to when I started? Exhausted and exhilarated at the same time. Seeing people watch my videos all the way to the end is amazing. Amanda's scripts keep viewers engaged the whole way through. I feel proud of what I've created and grateful that I pushed through. Don't even hesitate. Just do it. This course is exceptional. I've done others and nothing compares. Amanda doesn't hold anything back. She shares the real strategies that others keep to themselves. And the skills you pick up go way beyond YouTube. It's honestly the best investment you can make if you're serious about growing on the platform. The biggest thing it revealed to me was confidence through action. I started unsure about the tech, about whether anyone would even watch. But the moment I saw my first series live and people actually engaging with it, I realized I could really do this. That was the special moment for me.
And yes, so
it became apparent to me that I really needed to become proficient in using YouTube for online marketing.
Oh, there, sorry. All right. All right. So, and this is Tony. We'll listen to Tony in a moment. Paul just absolutely just like fired right through the course. And within about 2 weeks, he had his whole video series completely mapped out and recorded. It was just absolutely incredible. You can do this at your own pace. That is something that was really important to me, especially with my lung condition. I know what it's like to, have the days when you can physically do things and then the days when you can't. But it doesn't even have to be physical. It can just be, busy schedule, busy business, right? So you can follow it along at your own pace. And that was really important to me to set it up that way for you because I need that. So I wanted to give that to you. So I hope that's helpful. But isn't it amazing to see like how confident he comes across? And yeah, so he's just started, I think he's on day 4 now of his next video series that he's been publishing live. And it's just been so much fun seeing the difference from that first set series to the next. And that's the thing, we keep improving, we keep growing, and everything that we put up there keeps working for us evergreen. And that's just the power of this, which is amazing. So this is Tony. If you think, oh, I'm getting, I'm too far along, it's too late for me or whatever, it's like, he is such an amazing inspiration for me. So he's in his 80s and he is ready to just take this on. So have a listen to Tony.
It became apparent to me that I really needed to become proficient in using YouTube for online marketing, not only to attract customers for myself, but also to help others succeed in promoting their products and services. When I saw Amanda van der Gulik's success and got to know her, it was obvious that I needed to learn from her. She has this amazing multidisciplinary approach that intertwines marketing, finance, technology, and consumer behavior, which made her program stand out from many others. Since joining, one of my biggest breakthroughs has been AI. I had some prior knowledge about AI, but Amanda really showed me how to apply it in a way that significantly increased my productivity. On top of that, her passion for evergreen YouTube marketing shines through everything she teaches. She blends so many different methods and techniques, which makes the program incredibly rich, and she sure does under-promise and over-deliver. Now I'm on a path that will bring me the success I'm looking for, and if a friend asks me about it, I tell them, without a doubt, right now, Amanda is the go-to person for evergreen YouTube marketing.
All right, let me just pause this one, see if it pauses properly for me. All right. Oh, move that up. So yeah, I love that it's not, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter, what gender you are. It doesn't matter what your age is. It's just, if you have a passion to help other people and you have a product or a service or an affiliate product that you absolutely love, you can use this system. And that was really important to me. I wanted to help find a way for you to take your passions and create passive recurring income from it. And YouTube happened to be the platform, and I'm so grateful for it. So this last review here is from Tony, from Umberto, and he and his sons are just adorable. I'm so proud of them. It's a little bit longer, so I might pause it partway through, but we'll see.
Before I found this program, oh my God, it was like going into a dark room, right? You're trying to find your way out. What I mean by that is that I tried so many programs. I mean, so many, I don't know how much money I spent. And basically, they didn't teach what I was hoping for. When I met Amanda, I saw her on YouTube. But because of my attention about the fact that she was in a coma, and so her surprise when she came out of coma, she was still making the money. So that was the thing that really surprised me. It was amazing. So I decided I got to meet this lady. And she surprisingly was like family. Oh my God, this is what I'm looking for. And I was stuck. I didn't know how to come out of that. Till I found Amanda in her Evergreen YouTube Marketing System. She told me, hey, Humberto, here is where the light switch is. And she turned on the light. What happens? Because I knew what I was doing. I was comfortable. I felt comfortable with Amanda. And to my surprise, she gave me exactly what I was looking for and more. Why? Because she is the gift that keeps on giving. She gave me so many resources. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it. She gave me so much. So that was surprising. She teach me the process and how to get to YouTube and how to get to my ideal clients. I really thank Amanda for all of this. I mean, it's going to change my life, but I'm very sure it's going to change my family's life. I wasn't confident on the gurus out there because what I saw that they gave me absolutely was not one. It wasn't a fit. So Amanda has given me the confidence that I need. She tells me, yes, you can conquer them well. She guides me softly, and she says, but first, step by step, do this first, then the next step, and you'll get there. Amanda told me, you don't have to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Just go ahead and do it, and the faster you do it, the better you'll be. If you see my first videos, I wasn't that great. So I was my first critic, and look what I am right now. So I'm very confident, and if I follow the step-by-steps Amanda has given me, that yes, I'm going to be uncomfortable on camera sometimes, and it's not going to be perfect, but that's what I'm hoping for. I don't want people looking at me as being perfect because they are going to be scared. They want to see that I'm not perfect so that they can see that they can do. That's something that I know from this system. Oh, yes, my whole life changed. A lot more energy. But I didn't feel that energy before. It wasn't that I wasn't confident. As I told you before, I wasn't confident in the system they were showing. But as soon as she showed me with clarity what is it that I had to do and how it's not that difficult and how AI can help me. To all those listening, if you are considering joining this program, is the right thing to do. The decision that you make in just 1 minute can change the rest of your life. Amanda is the real person. She has all the knowledge you need. She cares and she wants to help you out, and she shows it every single day. You have to do your work. Don't get me wrong, you have to work, but she's there for you. You just jump. Just jump. Like it says, just do it, okay? And you are going to be happy 6 months from now. You are going to be on a different path. Your path is going to be, well, oh my God, how easy this is. Oh, I'm enjoying the fruit. Those fruits come from those seeds that Amanda put in you, because she knows that there's a lot of mental blocks, a lot of issues that come around, and she tells you, okay, here's what's happening. So the way for you to jump over this block is by doing this and this and this. So just don't sweat it out and do this very small step, and you'll get to the next side. So why wait? What you can do in 1 minute can really change your life. Go for this system right now. I promise you, it won't disappoint you. Amanda has the experience, and she has a system. You don't have to stay behind. Say, hey, but I don't have a movement. I don't have a skill. I don't have the experience. I don't have this and that and that. None of those excuses apply here, because she is good enough. She has, and I'm living proof. I've seen people that Amanda has trained that has used her system that has been successful. And I mean, I've been successful.
All right, so I'll share that more in a minute. Let me just go up here again. And so if you're ready, then grab one of those spots. So go to CleverDough.ai. So not CleverDough.com. That's my other site, CleverDough.ai. That's where you can grab one of the charter memberships. I'm going to share the behind the scenes of Connor and Christine in just a moment, so you can see the actual stats, what's been going on. And this again is from about a year ago, and I want to do a new one with them very soon. I'll probably do it on my channel and show you the tremendous trajectory that's happened. But this is already just mind-blowing. So I'm going to show you this. But yeah, I can't wait to help you set up your own Evergreen YouTube marketing funnel. It's not difficult. It's just taking the steps. It's having the tools. It's having your own personal AI assistant walking you through, putting a system in place that is doable, that doesn't add to your plate, but takes away from your plate and gets things moving for you. Again, I built this because of my own lung disability. I built this so that I could create more time, so I could warm up my leads on autopilot, so I could deliver, so I could make a positive difference in the world while still having time for myself, my family, my friends, and God forbid when life throws us curveballs like it did when I went into a coma, which I hope never anybody here ever has to deal with. But just know, setting something up that works for you on autopilot is so important. And I'm going to show you inside the program how to move those leads onto your own list so that you own the list, because, you know, we don't own the platforms. Platforms can break, they can be shut down, accounts can get deleted, but we set up a plan so that this is never a problem. And I love that most of all. We're giving you the control back to your business. And yeah, it's so exciting. All right, so let me share this. Just head over to CleverDough AI if you want to grab one of those spots. And let me add Xanthi here. And then after Xanthi, oh, let me see here. Then we're going to go and do a deep dive. But I just thought I would show you what it's like for my very, very first student of all time, my own daughter, right? So here we go.
Hello there, I'm Xanthi, and I am the daughter of Amanda Vandergulik. And I am very lucky because I have been taught how to do most things from her, and she's an amazing teacher. And I want to talk to you about how she's helped me grow my YouTube channel and just make me more happy with my YouTube channel and inspire me. So first off, I started my channel about 10 months ago. That was in January. I guess it was 11 months ago. And I just started it because honestly, I wanted something to do. I wanted to help people, and I just love creating videos and I love helping people. So I was like, why not? And so at the beginning, I got barely any views, only the views from people I knew. If I was like posting on Facebook and stuff like that. And I didn't really know what my niche was either. So my mom suggested that I kind of think about what people asked me for, and just helped me guide me to the niche that I use today, that I'm in today. And so I started making videos on kind of life videos, advice videos. And then I thought, hey, people ask me a lot about LGBTQ plus things, and I might as well make videos about it to help people. So I started doing that, and again, I wasn't getting very many views. I was kind of feeling a little sad, and I almost wanted to give up because I was like, well, this is going nowhere, and I don't know what to do, and nobody seems to care. And so then my mom, she just kind of helped me, guide me, and she helped me with tags and learning about the algorithm, different word placements, even thumbnails. And she started helping with that. She started helping me with that. Sorry. Anyway, and it was just incredible how my videos and my views started going up. And then I had this one video. It was about whether or not you're bisexual or lesbian, because a lot of people are confused about that. I was confused about that. And I wanted to make a video on that because I was like, why not? People are asking me, so I might as well. So I did. And then it kind of went viral. It was insane. Every day the views went up and up and up, and it was more views than I have gotten on any of my other videos, really. And it was just incredible, and I started seeing my subscribers rising and my views rising on all of my videos, and it was just incredible. And so I was like, I need to learn more. So I asked her for more help, and she's been helping me ever since, giving me advice on just different things to help the algorithm find me, to help other people find me, and to help myself know what kind of videos to make. She taught me about editing and videoing and just everything that you need for even just starting off a YouTube channel. And yeah, I've just grown so much with video production and learning about the algorithm and just reaching more views and more people and gaining more subscribers too. So I just wanted to let you know that she is incredible. Her teachings are amazing, and her teaching style is amazing too. She's so kind and supportive, and she motivates you to just keep going, keep trying, because if you're passionate about something, you better just go out and do it. And she really helped me get out of that spot where I was kind of like, you know what, why am I even doing this? And sometimes I still have those days. And she just reminds me that, I mean, maybe it wasn't the best video. Maybe I can improve. And every single video I improve. And so she's just helped me a lot. So yeah, thank you.
All right. So yes, that was my daughter, Xanthi. She did so well. I'll just let this one load. She did so well on her videos that she actually got more views on her video interview that she did with this friend of ours who went viral on TikTok and got it like in the news and got interviews and like went completely viral during the pandemic. She did these really fun little TikToks. And so my daughter did an interview with her, but because of the way that we tagged it, the way we organized it and everything, my daughter actually got more views on YouTube than this famous, person got on YouTube. So it was so cool for her. And she just it really built her desire for filming and editing and production. She actually ended up going to study at the Toronto film school. And so it's just been really fun watching it grow. So my point with that is just sharing that you're doing this for your business. But in the back end, you're learning so much about your own growth and you're getting all these connections. Like it's just, you're going to be so blown away with what this does for your business. This is about setting something up evergreen that then scales. And I'm going to teach you how to scale it faster too. So head over to CleverDough.ai to grab one of the 50 spots. And now what we're going to do is we're going to dive into let me make this bigger so that you can see that better. And then we're going to dive into the back office of Connor and Christine so you can see what's happening inside the YouTube channel. So here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Connor
and Christine
with Amelia Island Microgreens. And here's what it's like working with Amanda. She's been so incredible, and I just have to say, it's been such a joy. She's always that person that supports you and wants the best for you. And it's just like having a ray of sunshine in your life. It's so nice working with her. And not only is it nice and fun, it also gets results. When I started this channel, I had 86 subscribers, and I am now at 717 subscribers.
When did you start?
I started about 6 months ago. So it hasn't been a long period of time. And my viewer count has, what is it, like quadrupled.
Why don't you go take a look?
Yes, let's do that. She's helped me figure out what kind of thumbnails I need, what kind of titles, words, all of that stuff she helps you create. So now you can see in my analytics, this is the year that I've had. So in the beginning, you can see it's been very slow. And then right where it starts to pick up along here, that is where Amanda has come into play and supported.
Yeah, what I love to see, it just is on an upward trend. And right here in the last 90 days, you can see that even though Connor was sick and then traveling here and posting no videos, he still has traffic. It's so exciting.
And you can see 501% more views in the last 365 days.
So you can see that he's added 631 subscribers, and Connor's had a few videos, like here's one about 2,500 views.
5,000 views right
look
here.
At this. How exciting is that?
And not only is there a lot of views on this, there's 111 subscribers. So what'll happen is you'll get some of these videos that go viral, and those are the ones that are going to get you a high subscriber count, high watch time hours, and high views. And those are the ones that are going to propel your videos forward. And using the formula that Amanda has for creating your video, creating those thumbnails, and creating the keywords are key. And Amanda is excellent at those. So you can see all of this here. She uses a system that she created and leverages AI to make this super simple, super easy. I got this done in like 30 minutes, and I now have a system that I can use for every single one of my videos.
She also has a GPT she wrote that will help you load in the information super simple and it gives you all of the context to send out to all your socials. Sharing on socials makes it so much easier.
And on top of that, you'll notice that you can see some of my videos are here, like right here. Let's see, here, here. She uses a system that she'll talk about in her course that will get it so that you can see your videos all along there, and so will your viewers.
So our recommendation, I would 100% recommend Amanda Vander Gulick for learning how to do your YouTube promotions.
For sure. And she's done this before. She's gotten a viral video that was so incredible. You can still see it when you search up how to bake a cake. So she knows what she's doing, and she knows how to get you to that same level.
Thank you, Amanda. We love you.
Thank you. Love you.
All right, there we go. All right, make sure that this goes back there so that it doesn't play. All right, and that was also about a year ago that they posted that. So at that time, he had about 700 subscribers. Do you want to have a quick sneak peek, and I'll show you what his channel has done. So let's head over to, we'll just switch this and we'll do Amelia Island. There we go, microgreens. And let's take a look at his channel just to see what can happen for you. Oh, sorry, I forgot that it is now Island Microgreens. There we go. Rebranded. There we go. All right. So 1.6 thousand subscribers in a year's time. And if we look at the videos and we have a look at, I just want to show you his popular ones here so you can see what's been happening. Look at this, 9,000 views, 6,000, 4,000, 3,000, and so on, right? And again, it's not about getting a ton of views. I made 11 sales with just 233 views. It's about getting the targeted views. It's about using your channel as your business card. It's about building up a funnel that makes your viewers feel like they know you, they like you, they trust you. And when they're ready to finally solve their big problem, they come to you, they buy your product, your service, the affiliate product that you're promoting. That's what we're doing. And we're setting it up so it all runs on autopilot so that all you have to do is just manage it going forward. You're no longer having to put all this effort in. And we're doing it in a way that uses AI to take a ton of the effort, not only to make it faster and to take a lot of the work away, but to convert even better, because I was able to put in all of the knowledge, all of the training that I got from all of my mentors over the years. So anyway, I'm super excited by that. And as you can hear, my voice is starting to go. So let's just head over here so you can see again, when you're ready, if you're ready right now, grab one of the charter spots. There are only 50 of them. After that, it goes up to the founder level. But right now, you have the opportunity to grandmother yourself in at just $67 a month. And that will give you full access to the entire program, all the coaching sessions, all of the Q&A answers, all of the tools. I have templates for you. I am now moving my whole business over to Go High Level. I'm going to have templates in there for you so that everything is just set up and ready to go. When you join today, you can join us on our live momentum call tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern, and I can introduce you to everyone and we can start getting your funnel mapped out. I'm super excited. Just head over to CleverDough.ai and then just click on this Become a Charter Member. The page will just redirect to the checkout cart here. And just simply fill in your name, your email, your address, and your payment choice. And you're getting access to everything, the YouTube, Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery program, the course, as well as the coaching, as well as the CleverDough AI app. You get everything. So yeah, I hope that you're super excited. I can't wait to see you in the calls and welcome you tomorrow. So go ahead and grab that. And please do say hello in the comments. I love seeing you down there, and let me know what you're most excited about. So that is it for our training today. I hope it was really valuable. I do apologize, I forgot to ask permission to share the coaching program. I got carried away, but I really do hope that I gave you so much training you felt that it was absolutely okay to be invited. And it's just an honor to be here with you guys. So I will see you soon. I will have it on the screen once this video processes, or you can go into the description, or you can just type in CleverDough.ai, and then I'll see you inside the program. All right, I'll see you over there in a moment. Okay, bye-bye.